It looks like the peanut butter cups are actually riding a boat. Huh. Clearly this Rice Krispies is too big to fit inside this eraser, so we're gonna have to trim it down. And it's covered in candy. It's spicy and there's powder to it. In fact, there's powder inside the bag. Now, for whatever reason, if you guys run out of Pringles, just get some more chips. And refill it. What's up, pranksters? Welcome back. Welcome back to another How to Sneak Food into Class video. Now, this is part 19, I believe. So we're almost up to 20. And I want to thank you guys for helping me make it this far. Now, in this video, I will be showing you guys 5 clever ways to sneak your favorite snacks, such as these, into class without getting caught. So basically, I'm going to be helping you guys eat in class without anybody knowing. You have to be super sneaky about this, and I'm going to show you how. But before we begin, let's make sure that you guys are subscribed to this channel with the bell notifications turned on. Hit that thumbs up button. These guys, let's go for 2,000 likes so that I can make another How to Sneak Food into Class video. Let's get going. Check it out. This right here is a dry board eraser. It goes with that back there. So this is a school supply, so you can definitely get away with having this in your backpack or supply box. Now, we're gonna be using this to sneak some Rice Krispies treats into class. Clearly, this Rice Krispies is too big to fit inside this eraser, so we're gonna have to trim it down. But I'm not too concerned about the Rice Krispies length because we could easily trim it down. So that's good. Now let's take a closer look at this eraser. Now this eraser has 2 layers. One layer, which is a big one, is just foam, which is okay. It's very lightweight. And then we have the top layer, which is very thin, and we can actually, guys, pull it. So we can pull it back. It's got like adhesive on it. See, if we lay it back down, it'll stick back on. So that is perfect for what we're trying to do. So we're gonna pull this back all the way to the very end. Don't tear it off though, just leave it like this. And then we're gonna start to hollow out the foam part. And for that I have my trusty blade right here. So let's do that right now. Wow, this cuts like butter. Very easy stuff. Might be a little time consuming, but I think it's totally worth it. So we gotta cut it in pieces, guys, because it's kind of hard since we can't cut sideways. Alright, I did the best I could, guys, as far as hollowing out the inside of this eraser. So now we're gonna put our Rice Krispies in there. Clearly it's double the size of this eraser, so we're gonna have to trim it down because we don't need to take this whole thing into class. Come on, guys, we just need a little snack to get us through the day. Alright, so all I need is this little piece. And what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna shrink it. I'm gonna try to compress it so it fits in better. Alright, so we're gonna take this Rice Krispies and put it inside. And then we're just gonna tap it so that the adhesive sticks to top layer. And that's it, guys. Our Rice Krispies is in there. I honestly can't tell that there's anything in there because the Rice Krispies itself is not heavy. And the eraser was never heavy to start off with, so I can't really feel it. But if you guys are in class, just get this from your supply box, pull it out, just peel back the top layer, and your Rice Krispies will be right there. You can start enjoying it right there and then while your teacher is giving his or her lecture. But you won't be hungry in class with this method. So I went to the dollar store, guys, and I was surprised to find a box of 24 pencils for just $1. So it doesn't hurt to actually mess these up. Of course, I won't destroy all of them, just a few to make some room for my Reese's peanut butter cups because I love these. So we're gonna be sneaking some of these into class using a box of pencils. Let me show you guys this box of pencils right here. Like I said, it was $1 and it has 24 pencils. And there's 3 rows of pencils inside. Each row has 8 pencils. You guys can see right here. Now, we're gonna take out 1 row, so 8 pencils. Just like that, we're gonna line them up, make sure they're straight. On the bottom, we're gonna attach them all together with a piece of tape. So just wrap a piece of tape around them on the bottom. Just like this, guys. So now, they're all joined together. They're not going anywhere. Now the reason why I did this is because this stack of pencils is gonna be on the front. So if you notice, there's a little window right here. So we're gonna make it seem like the box of pencils full. So this is gonna be in the front. And as far as all the other pencils, guys, we are gonna be cutting them. And notice that I've marked this pencil right here. You can see a line right there. That's where I'm gonna cut. And we'll be using the eraser part, so the other end we can get rid of. It doesn't hurt to do this to these pencils because they were only $1. So this could be time consuming, but all you gotta do is just cut the outline, and then once you've gone all the way around, guys, just use your mighty strength and break it. Simple as that, right? So I'm gonna do that to every single one of these pencils. Alright guys, well I finally made my cuts, and these are the pencils that we will not be needing. Yeah, if you do this, guys, don't throw these away. They're still very much usable. Just put an eraser cap on one of the ends and sharpen the other, and you have yourself a normal pencil. So don't throw these away. Don't be wasteful. Now, as far as these guys, I have 16 pencils here, little mini pencils with erasers. Well, we're gonna line them up. We're gonna make 2 rows of 8 because that's what the other row has. 8. And make sure they're lined up pretty straight. Go. So I'm gonna use the actual box to help me line them up. I'm gonna be using a piece of tape to keep everything in place. And the tape is gonna go on the bottom as well. So here's our row, guys. And we'll repeat the process with the other row. So we have both rows here and then the other row. So that's 3, guys. Do you guys see where I'm going with this? Well, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna stack them up. So the row with the longer pencils goes on the bottom, and then the little ones on top, just like this. And yes, we're gonna be using more tape to keep them in place. Alright guys, we are done, and this is what our pencils should look like. It looks like they're all intact, right? Until you look at the back. And this is what the back would look like. There's a bunch of pencils missing, and that's how we want it because we have enough space now to hide some candy and food in class. So like I said, guys, I'm gonna be taking my Reese's peanut butter cups, and these are the giant ones. These are the big cups, and I'm gonna place them on top. Just like this. Hopefully they won't melt. It looks like the peanut butter cups are actually riding a boat. Huh. Okay, we're gonna slide the pencils inside the box with the window facing the table. The little window. And then we're gonna put everything inside. And that's it, guys. Looks like a full box of pencils, right? And yeah, it does. Look, the little window doesn't lie. There's plenty of pencils in there. So we're gonna close everything up. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys get hungry during class, all you guys gotta do is undo the bottom, open up the flap, and yeah, I got my peanut butter cup in there waiting for me. Oh, look at that. So I'll be able to enjoy peanut butter cups in class thanks to my pencils. Try it out, guys. This box is fun to make and it totally works. I highly recommend this hack. Here's my backpack, guys, and inside I have a bunch of school supplies, stuff that belongs in the classroom or at school. But one thing that most people don't get is that if you go into somebody's backpack, you might find a deodorant. Now, people carry deodorants because everybody wants to smell good throughout the day, right? Especially if you have gym class. If you have PE, guys, you want to carry one of these. Well, this is like the perfect compartment to store some candy or any food that you guys can fit in here. And let me show you how to do that. In order for this to work, we're going to have to empty out the deodorant. So let's unscrew it and take out that bar. Alright, we don't need this. Don't throw it away though, just save it for another day, guys. It's still good. So all we need is the case. So you guys can see inside is hollow. There's nothing in there. And it's best if the top is not see-through, because I know a lot of deodorants are see-through. This one is not. So that's how we need it. It needs to be a solid color. And all we do, guys, now is take some candy, like the candy I have right here, and put it inside. Fits in perfectly. I'm also gonna do the same thing to my Mentos. So as you guys can see right here, I have 2 types of candy. And all I gotta do is just put the cap on. And that's it. Nobody can tell that this has candy inside. It looks like a regular stick of deodorant. So if my teacher sees this in my backpack, they'll be like, well, it's deodorant. Everybody uses it, right? But only you know that if you remove the cap, you have your candy right there. And let's say that you're in class and teacher sees you with this out. You just gotta tell him or her, hey, I started smelling a little bit bad, so I figured I'd put some deodorant on. They won't question it, guys. Anything that has to do with personal hygiene, they'll let it go. So they will definitely let this go. Now, I've shown you pranksters many times how you guys can sneak candy into class using glue sticks. Well, this next one is a really clever one because it's just perfect. Now, I love Mexican candy, guys, and I believe Mexican candy is the best candy in the world, but that's just me. And one of the reasons why I think Mexican candy is one of the best is because they come in all shapes. They're not plain. For example, we're gonna be sneaking some of this spicy candy into class, and if you notice, it's just a straw that's covered in candy. Well, that is perfect for what we're gonna do next. So for this hack, you're gonna need some of this candy and a glue stick. Let's start off by emptying out the glue. So we need to take out the whole stick from inside. You can do this by twisting the bottom and just wait till the glue goes all the way to the top. Once it can't go anymore, that's when it's loose and you just pull it out. And yeah, there's nothing in there, right? Except for a little spiral stick that's in the center. That's part of the mechanism that makes the glue stick go up. Well, what we're gonna do right now, guys, is we're gonna clean the inside. We need it to be super clean because that's where our candy is gonna be. So I'm gonna go rinse this out and make sure it's super clean to start working on our little hack. All right, I did the best I could, guys, but the inside of this glue stick is now super clean. Also, good thing that the glue is non-toxic because I don't want my candy touching any glue residue. But I did the best job I could. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna open up our candy. And I'm gonna show you what this is all about, guys, because this candy is awesome. Let me grab my scissors for that. So basically it's a straw, as I said earlier, and it's covered in candy. It's spicy and there's powder to it. In fact, there's powder inside the bag, which is what we're gonna be dumping inside our glue stick. But I just want you guys to look at this candy right here. It is longer than our glue stick, so we're gonna have to trim it down a little. So I'm gonna be taking a knife and trimming it down so it's smaller. So I split it in half. This is the part that we'll be using because it still has a little bit of straw sticking out, which is pretty much the handle, guys. It's like a popsicle stick, basically. And notice that the spiral stick goes in perfectly. So it slides in and out. All right, so far so good. The next step is to actually pour some of that powder, which is like chili powder, inside the glue stick. And this stuff is good too. All right, that works. This will stick onto our candy every time we lick it, so we get more flavor with each lick. All right, and I'm making a mess. So we're almost done here. This part right here, the straw part, we are gonna glue it on the center of the cap. So get some hot glue and stick it on there. So I'm gonna take my hot glue, add some in the center, and then stick my candy on there, just like that. Now that it dried up, guys, we can put it inside the glue stick. Just like that. And that's it, guys. Have this in class. Keep it in your supply box. Whenever you guys get hungry or are craving some candy, just take it out. It's like a push pop. It's pretty cool, guys, because you pull it out and the cap will contain the candy. You can lick it, and then once you put it back in, some of that powder will stick onto the candy. So like I said, it will have more flavor with each lick. If you sense somebody's coming, just put it back, and that's it. Try it out, guys. It's super fun and it works every time. All right, Pringles. Who doesn't like these, right? Well, how about we sneak them into class? And this is a very clever way of how you guys can disguise a Pringles can and turn it into a pencil cup. Let me show you. This is the can of Pringles we'll be using. It's not your normal size. This is a smaller size. Of course, they got even smaller ones like the mini ones. This one is medium size, and that's the one that I'm gonna be using. And if you take a look inside, I've already been eating some Pringles. So forgive me for not sharing, guys. To be able to turn this can of Pringles into a pencil cup, we're gonna need a piece of cardboard. And I got my Pop-Tarts box right here, which I'm gonna cut a square. Wow, what a horrible cut, right? We're gonna use the lid to trace a circle on top of the piece of cardboard. So that works for me. So I'm trimming it a little bit more than my outline because it needs to be able to fit inside the can, and making an outline with the lid was too big. So I'm just gonna trim it off a little bit more, and now it should be able to fit inside the can. And sure enough, it does. That is the perfect cut, guys. All right, so now on this cardboard, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna glue a bunch of pen caps. So I have some pens right here, and I'm gonna remove the caps, and I've also removed the clip so it doesn't get in the way. We're gonna just stick them on there like so, guys. Just like that. And since I wanna save time also, I'll be resorting back to the pencils that I used earlier. Remember these little ones? Well, these we're gonna stick on there as well. So it'll seem like the can is actually full of pencils and pens. So all I'm gonna do is apply some glue on it and stick it on. And I'm gonna do the same to the other stack of pencils. And then I'm gonna glue the caps on as well. So far it's looking good, right? Okay, so I glued on a bunch of pencils, pens, and caps on this piece of cardboard, which is the Pop-Tarts cardboard. So now that I'm gonna let this dry a little bit more. And as far as my can of Pringles, I'm gonna decorate it to make it seem like a pencil can. So right here I have some locker wallpaper, which I'm gonna use. And it's quite simple to use actually. It sticks on, it's like tape. So let's pull back the little screen. And now let's stick it onto the can. Alright, this is what it should look like. Of course, I still have some excess wallpaper on the bottom, which I will be cutting off. And now our can is complete. Looks pretty cool, right? It's got our chips inside, our Pringles. And all we do, guys, is we take our little cardboard with all these pens, pencils, and caps and put it inside to make it seem like there's pencils in there. We put the lid on and it's good to go. And you can have this on your desk actually, guys, and nobody will suspect a thing because it does look like a legit pencil can, pencil cup, whatever you guys want to call it. So you open up the lid when you guys get hungry, just pull out the pens and caps and it will reveal your Pringles. Now the more you eat, the lower this will get, so at some point it might become suspicious. But I'm sure you guys can't eat a whole can of Pringles in class, can you? I don't know, prove me wrong, guys. But anyway, that's the hack. There's our pens, pencils, and caps. Our lid on top, and we can have this in our desk and nobody will suspect anything. Now for whatever reason, if you guys run out of Pringles, just get some more chips and refill it. And those were 5 simple methods that will help you guys sneak your favorite snacks and candy into class without getting caught. As you guys just saw, they're not that hard to make and you guys can have fun in the process of making these. If you guys want to see more, then you know what to do. Hit that like button. Our like goal is 2,000 likes. Also, if you want to see more, I have lots more on my channel and a compilation down below. So check it out, guys. Don't miss out. And make sure you guys stay tuned for part 20 soon. So let's get those likes now. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I will be seeing you pranksters in my next video. But if you look on the other side, there's a big enough space that you guys can put food inside, such as candy or any kind of chips. And for me, I thought it would be perfect to put in some Takis. I don't know if you guys know of these chips, but they are pretty good. So you pick up the bottle just a little and you'll be able to slide out a cookie, which you guys can eat really quickly. Your teacher won't really think anything of this glue stick because it's a school supply. This is meant to be in class. So let's say you get hungry in class, because everybody gets hungry in class, and you know you have this glue stick with a lollipop and the pixie stick powder in there. So you're gonna open it up. Look at that. Looks delicious, right? So now you have yourself some yummy candy you guys can enjoy in class without anybody noticing it.